I could tell you a couple stories about my day gig. There's no way this will air. I can't upload this. I work as a kind of mercenary, and we'll put it that way. Good grief. The phone says it's 106. The car says it's 112. I don't know how we're gonna keep doing this. Can you even hear me with the air conditioner? It has to be this loud. This is an old car. Excuse me, but I left my turn signal on. It's not so old that it won't tell me that. This car is a 2003, and the air conditioner is loud, but I have it on full blast, front and back. Lowest temp it'll go, just to function. I don't know if you can hear me. If not, then just think of it as a Christopher Nolan movie.
Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Alright, maybe that's better. I'm feeling windblown. I noticed in the last video I had this 4K camera is not forgiving. I usually do these on film, but the 4K caught many little white specks on my shirt, and I thought it was unseemly, and I didn't like it. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Head and Shoulders guy through and through, but nonetheless, there were specks, and I apologize to you, viewer. Say that. How about I tell you some stories of my time? I was on a call one time, big all hands calls, everybody in the company, and a new executive was being introduced. We call that corporate Christmas. It's a real present and a gift to everyone. And so this new executive was being introduced, and they will project their vision, and it's a time for them to kind of put their vibe out there. And everybody was like, what's this guy's vibe going to be about, you know? And at one point, somebody in the chat asked this executive what their leadership philosophy was. And everyone was like, yes, tell us. And that's not a good question, by the way. But anyway, the point is, this person responded with, well, I mean, I'm just a firm believer in servant leadership. And that was kind of it. And I was like, what? Especially, I was like, okay, that's a nothing burger, but it was the way that everyone else on that call dined disgracefully on that nothing burger, completely lost their dignity. They were like, yes, amen. And people were stamping and swooning and fanning themselves like red jumpsuit era Neil Diamond had just walked in. Open down to the third button. And I'm like, what? For that? For I'm just a firm believer in servant leadership? Holy smokes. It's that easy, apparently. Good gosh. My advice to you is don't let them get you that cheap. Make them earn it. Sheesh. And I wouldn't say I have acquired the taste for eating a turd sandwich. It's just in regular enough rotation on the menu that I know a lot of recipes. Okay, I'm back, which you may be able to tell because I'm headed the other direction. My camera just started beeping. A little GoPro started beeping, and for a moment I looked at it, and the display said a little thermometer, and the value was high. It didn't give me a number, but then it just shut off. It's so hot that my action camera, that was meant for action, was meant for people hang gliding into volcanoes. And
Charlie did indeed scour the internet for facts about GoPros before buying one on Facebook and not getting murdered. But none of the YouTube reviewers mentioned the overheating issue, and he does not read the trades, so this was new to him. But great golly, does he think that's silly.
did you know that you could, if times are hard and you're in a situation where you've run out of fuel while camping, that you can light a Frito on fire? And there's so much oil in a single Frito that it burns like a candle. So if you got your little spark deal, your little ferro rod, that you can catch a spark on a Frito. One time at work, and listen, the chances of there being an errant Frito in any odd bag I would take anywhere is pretty high. So that gives me a lot of comfort when I go out of doors. One time at the office, I was sharing this fun fact at the lunch table with some coworkers, and so I found a match, or somebody gave me a lighter, and I lit a Frito on fire and let it sit there and burn like a candle, and we all, grown people, marveled at it, and I blew it out. Ta-da, it worked. And then another friend of mine said, I'll give you $5 if you eat it. I said, I'm about to part you with that $5, pal, because you got to do way worse than this. You want to put me off a Frito. That's the last of it. Good. We have really got, so this traffic that I've been sitting in, mercifully, it was not the 10-car pileup I would have guessed it would be, given how long I just sat in traffic. But it was just somebody who I think their car just stopped, and they were in the middle lane. Oh boy, it is cool dude o'clock. Wow, what a blessing.